Good evening, Shirley Moore. Do we still have to give our address or no? Woodland Drive. I'd like to say a few words about City Council person Joe Mosca and his current campaign for re-election. Please don't let this candidate fool you. He lied shamelessly to his supporters, including me, 4 years ago to secure his council seat. The very foundation of his political career has been built entirely on falsehoods, and his current campaign material bears further witness to his unforgivable penchant to continue to try to hoodwink the electorate. He has taken full credit for achievements during his term as councilperson, in which he was, if anything at all, only tangentially involved. Mr. Mosca has done nothing to protect or fight for the rights and interests of Sierra Madre residents, except for perhaps a very small profit and development-centered group of investors, against the wolves of overdevelopment huffing maniacally at our doors. He has instead joined their ranks in his efforts to sacrifice what precious little we have left of our small-town ambience to the great moneyed gods of development. He supported the excessive development potential represented by the downtown specific plan 4 years ago after pledging, and he did indeed commit to those of us who were voting for him, that he would bring that DSP to a citywide vote, and then he betrayed that pledge almost immediately upon taking his seat. Mr. Mosca was inexplicably absent for nearly 4 years from the SCAG meetings to which he had been designated to represent the city's interest, and yet he insisted on the city's compliance with SCAG over new arena numbers when abject compliance would have been overtly detrimental to the city's best interests. It was only through the attendance and effort of council members Mary Ann McGillivray and Don Watts at SCAG meetings for the last few months that Sierra Madre was spared adherence to unreasonable development numbers imposed by this organization. He supports SB 375, a recently passed, wholly ignominious development industry-backed measure which strips small towns of their decision-making power over what kind and quality of development that can occur within their city limits. Many California cities are filing lawsuits against the state of California in response to passage of this bill. His most recent offense is his pursuit of and capture of a Democratic Party campaign re-election endorsement for this upcoming Sierra Madre City Council competition, an event every 4 years that has been traditionally and intentionally nonpartisan. In seeking this endorsement, he was required to apply to, be subsequently interviewed by, and pay fees to the Democratic Party for the privilege of its support. And he has subsequently employed out-of-town party members to canvass door-to-door for his re-election, something he also did 4 years ago. I can only hope that in-town Democrats would find this kind of strategy repugnant, since local politics revolve around what would be in the best interest of the city's residents, not around what would be best for a political party or candidate of that party. Mr. Mosca has proven by his actions over the past 4 years that he does not treasure the best interests of Sierra Madre as much as the grossly self-inflated interests of his self-proclaimed political star on the rise. For Joe Mosca, political integrity is an oxymoron. In fact, any association of integrity with Joe Mosca is a ludicrous stretch of the imagination. If you have been misled into casting your ballot for this master of mendacity, please reconsider, unless the destruction of Sierra Madre for private gain is high on your agenda as well.